WEF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like journeys, dishing out malice. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Anything earned for a goal of elevation, just passing the team over here might finish out bright future, we can't vanish. SE25 any day, that's sellers. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions, fan cans, bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when Eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. And would we say that we don't want Premiership football to stop at this moment in time? We're in a bit of a decent run of form. But it is FA Cup football starting tomorrow. A week kick-off our campaign against Stockport County on Sunday afternoon. JC, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been a long week at work. I say that.
Trust me.
Because last week was only 2 days, which made it feel awesome. But this week is a full week, unfortunately. So normal life has been resumed and it sucks. So football on the weekend, hopefully will make everything a lot better.
Absolutely. Chairman, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, good. Yesterday it's always been cold and getting fed up and scraping the car in the morning. But just one quick thing, actually noticed. I told JC about it. But did you notice that since you've downloaded your Stockport tickets onto your phone, it's wiped your season ticket out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't even see that. No way.
Yeah, check your thing. It is wiped out my season ticket.
And you can't reload it because it says there's one already there, but it's not there. So you have to wait till after Sunday to reload it again.
Mine's still here.
Yeah, mine's gone. And
Show everyone your seat. Proper weird guy.
I don't mind that. It's the QR code you don't want to show. That's when you're in trouble.
No, that's right. Yeah. Mine's gone.
And we have actually got a Stockport County fan here. We've got Russ from the Scarf Bagara. Have I pronounced that correct?
Bagara
Raw podcast. We have linked the channel to our title, so please give them a subscribe and obviously follow them on their socials. There you go. It's been hard to find a Fulham fan in our 4 years of existence. Yes. Ross, welcome to the channel. How you doing?
Cheers for having me. Yeah, cheers.
Right, we'll start with you, Russ. Obviously a Stockport County fan. First things first, how are you feeling about this draw? Like, so when the draw came out, like, what were your initial thoughts and feelings?
Me and my lad, who's 16, we jumped around the living room. Not gonna lie. 2 last balls out of the hat. We thought we were going to get Bristol Rovers because we had them this weekend in the league, and we thought, bloody hell, we're going to get them in the cup just as our luck. But no, we got Palace away, which we're really happy about. I certainly am. I see it as I think you're a proper club. So, you know, anyone in the Premier League away in the third round is what clubs like us want, and we've got our own ambitions, and we can talk about that. But yeah, really pleased to get Palace. I've been 3 times before actually with County, never seen us win. So who knows on Sunday? We'll see. We won't win.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we've been chatting in the week, and once again, thank you for being able to be available for today. And the fact that you were able to, I think you got an additional allocation.
Yeah.
For this game, which is credit to your fans, you know, and to your club as well, to be able to get the allocation. Talk to us about Stockport County, about like the fan base, like what do you expect from them on Sunday? Would it like we've had fans come into our ground with like inflatables and all sorts of like what would we expect on Sunday?
So we travel well anyway, so we're bringing 3,700 down to Palace because it is as much as, you know, yeah, we it's a big game for us. It's not a big day out. It's not a cup final for us, but we like to travel, so we're bringing 3,700. We're pretty noisy, and we've heard you are too. Some TikTokers I think put you at the top of their 92 of best sort of atmospheres. So we're going to come. We're going to make a load of noise. Hopefully you will as well. I'll be happy if we score. We don't tend to bring inflatables. It's more flags really than anything else.
Okay.
People putting flags up. Don't bring inflatables or any of that nonsense.
That was Forest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't dress up either. It's not a thing. We don't have fancy dress day or anything like that. It's just like I like to think we're like a proper good fan base that come like a good pint, like a pie. There you go. Happy days.
Happy days indeed. Before we actually talk more about how your season's going and so on and so forth, you have one of our guys on loan. Tayo Adaramola, or had in fact, yes.
Yeah.
How was he? Like, were fans happy with him? Obviously, I know injuries played a massive impact in his short spell with you, but talk us through.
Yeah, I was really impressed by him, to be honest with you, and I think it's credit to yourselves and to us and the trajectory we're on that we can actually get players now from places like Palace and Villa coming on loan to us because we do look after him. He was plagued by injury. He played a few matches. He played one in particular where he was man of the match. He was just outstanding. I can't remember who it was against. I probably have to look that up. But he was just like head and shoulders above everybody else that game. That was in League One. And then he got injured the next game and had to go off, and we've not seen him since. So I think overall, if I had to summarise his loan, I'd probably say disappointing that it was cut by injury. I think if it had stayed fit, it'd have got more game time, and it would have been nice to see what he could have done to build on that particular performance because he was so strong, really physical, good on the ball as well. He had all the attributes for League One, and League One it's at that level where it's still sort of rough and thunder kind of stuff. You still got your sort of say cloggers, but there are some teams at the top end that like to get it on the deck and play it around. But when you come up against those big cloggers, then players that are a bit more less built do struggle. But he handled it really, really well. So yeah, just a bit disappointed he didn't get he was a bit unlucky with injuries. Really, I liked him.
No, understandable. JC, hearing that from Russ, because obviously we've debated a lot regarding Tayo and whether or not he could make it even as a backup to Tariq Mitchell as it stands. Are you surprised regarding his physicality that Russ has mentioned?
Yeah, I don't think so actually, because when we played him in this round of the Cup a few years ago against Stoke, he actually didn't do too badly. If I remember correctly, he wasn't like muscled off the ball, but when we played him, Stoke aren't the Stoke we all remember. They're not as physical as they once were. But his ability on the ball and his pace was never in doubt. Like, we always knew that even without the physicality, he was just so fast he could run away from people quite easily. And also you could give him a hospital pass down the wing and he'd be so fast he'd just catch it up. So he was amazing going forwards. But even when we watched him at youth games, he was pretty dreadful defending. So, I don't know, Russ. I don't know if you saw that as well, where his defensive attributes weren't as good as his forward-thinking ones.
Well, the game where he was most outstanding for us, it was his defensive work that really stood out for me. To be fair, sort of protecting the ball down that right hand side and not giving any left-sided player any sort of sniff of the ball. It was just really good. It was just one game though. I'm not like getting overexcited about it. It was just one game. It would have been nice to have seen him a bit more.
Definitely. And I think also the fact that Tayo never really got a chance in Glasner's system. We only ever played Tayo in a 4-back, whereas now we play a 5-back, and I feel like his skills might be a little bit better suited to how we play now under Oliver Glasner, which ironically is exactly how Stockport play as well.
Yep. So you do play a 3-4-2-1, don't you?
Yes, we do. Well, yeah, we do. We can tend to match it up to mix it up. To be fair, and recently we've been going for at the back, just when needs must, because we've got a few injuries, and that seems to have worked well for us at our level. Just put that in there. Sure. But yeah, Dave Challoner does like a 5 at the back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come to you, Chairman, because Russ had a lovely stat for us, actually, or fact, I should say, about players who've played for both Stockport County and for Palace. So if you want to let us know, Russ, and then obviously, Chairman, you can let the community know about those players. And
I want to see if Chairman can guess any.
Actually, you're gone. Good point.
Yeah, go on.
Play for both. Funny hell. You told me to come on here about 30 seconds ago. I'm pretty sure when you start naming them, I'll remember them, but offhand, it's escaping me at the moment. Go on, Russ. Give me a few names.
So, I think your jaws are going to drop here, lads. I'll be fair with you. I spoke to Kevin Day the other last week, and he was like, "What?" So yeah. So Clint Hill is our assistant manager.
Yeah, he's our left back, wasn't he, during Warnock days? Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Jansen is on our coaching staff.
Well, do you know something? I saw a video of Matt Jansen actually today. What a brilliant player he was. He crashed his motorcycle in Spain.
That's right.
Didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was like a wonder kid at the time. When he crashed his motorcycle, wasn't the same after that.
I wonder if he regrets turning down Man United to join us. Hey, well, there you go.
There you go. No, let's not talk about Man United. Fuck that.
No.
Or City, don't go there. Dean Henderson was on loan at County in 2016, 2017.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, it gets better, lads. Hey, listen to these. Andy Priest, Glenn Murray, Chef Kikuchi.
Oh, he was dreadful.
I got to say, we bought Andy Priest. I remember now because he scored 35 goals in one season, didn't he? And he came to Palace, looked bloody dreadful. But I remember that.
Too much for him, wasn't it? Right, and the one that I think you're going to like is Eddie McGoldrick had 2 appearances on loan at County.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that many girls here.
Yeah, and there's also 2 that I couldn't remember, but I've been told since, which was Carlo Nash and Wayne Hennessy of both as well.
Oh, gosh, Wayne.
To talk about shit, he's shit.
There you go.
Just quickly, what is Stockport County's style of play? What do you expect to see from them? Would it change because you're playing against the Palace? And also, talk us through how your season's gone so far.
Oh, I'll start with the season so far, then we'll get onto the style of play. So, I guess a lot of Palace fans won't know, but we've got our own heavy investment. We have since the National League. So we went down into semi-professional regional football, National League North, because of things that happened. It wasn't long ago we were playing you in the league, and then we just completely fell away for one reason or another. Then we got investment in 2020. We got our big, near enough billionaire owner to come in, who's from Stockport, and his objective was to get to the Championship within 7 years. We're on track for that, and we're in League One now. And we've got another 3 years to get to the Championship, and he's got plans to build the stadium up and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of gone under the radar a bit because of the Wrexham story, but we've got our own as well. We just haven't got Hollywood owners. Basically, we're not a circus. We're a proper club. Let's just say that. There's sirens going off in Wrexham now. I can tell. So that all leads to where we are in the league now, and our season this season is we're currently sat in 7th, which is no surprise to us. We certainly I expected us to be top half, and I know the 4 that went up: Wrexham, Mansfield, Stockport, ourselves obviously, and Crawley. People are probably thinking, well, Wrexham will do well because they're on the telly all the time. Well, they are doing well. Everyone's a bit surprised by us, but we're not, because we've got this investment. We've bought players. We've got the players that you see. You mentioned before, Ollie Norwood. We had Louis Barry on loan. He's just gone back, and we've got other players in that have really bolstered us. So we're currently 7th. Depending on what we do in the January transfer window, we're kind of thinking now we're here in 7th. Playoffs is probably the target. I think Birmingham and Wickham, possibly Wrexham, are going to claim top 2 spots, I think. But for us, we're on an upward trajectory. Life's good at the moment. All the plans are in place, so we're happy. And Sunday for us is a bit of a free hit. And even this season, really, as long as we finish above 12th, we'll be happy. In terms of style of play, since Challoner came in 2021, I think it was, he said his mantra was always intensity is our identity. So he does try to play on the front foot, play the high press, 3 at the back, 2 high, fast playing wingers, and we'll get onto that when we get onto the predicted 11. He usually sits sort of 2 in midfield and then 2 high wide, inside forwards, if you like, depending on what skills they've got or what attributes they bring, and then a big target man up front. Or we can switch that. We've got a target man, Carl Wotton, who's a bit of a nuisance. I always say he spends about 70 minutes in a headlock because he's always grappling with people. That's what he does. But we've got another lad called Tanto Alafi, who he plays off the shoulder. He's from Millwall. Really rapid, good finisher. Probably not as had as much game time as maybe we would like to because of injuries. But yeah, we try to play high press and fast. Now, whether we do that on Sunday is a completely different matter because you've got better players. I'm hearing that you're going to play a full strength team as well. So if that's the case, then he might change it. And this is quite interesting for us because I don't think we've played anybody as good as you yet under Charlie. I don't think. I might be wrong in saying that, but it'd be interesting to see how we adapt, if we do adapt, or if we go for it and then take the 5-1 on the chin. You know, that kind of thing. Might leave ourselves completely open. I don't know.
Absolutely. JC, let's run through a few comments.
Big up the dog saying, I think we'll go strong, but I'm interested to see what you all predicted 11 will be. Dollar said, what do you think the attendance will be on Sunday? Chairman, I think it's almost a sellout, isn't it? I think there's only a few.
What I saw this morning is that the Homesdale top and bottom is sold out. The Old Stand sold out. The White Horse is sold out. The whole Stockport end is sold out. Yesterday they put 3 more blocks of the half weight on. That's sold out, and they put a half a block of Z, I think, on there today. And but that was this morning about 9 o'clock. So it's going to be comfortably over 20,000. I'd have thought. So it's good because both clubs get 40% of the cash, don't they, of the game?
Yeah.
So it's good for both clubs.
Big up RD says, big up guys. Feels like we got the worst draw.
I think he's talking about Man United.
Oh, that's Richard.
Yeah, not us. Yeah.
Oh, who did they get?
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Wait, why have you got a United fan watching? Piss off back to United.
He can come again.
Rich is a top guy. He's a top guy.
I'm only joking.
We got the same name as you, so obviously you say that. Taylor had
It's biased.
almost like 100 meters against Wrexham in the last second. He's so fast. Big up Animal and big up Earth.
Right. I think this would be a nice little segue. Let's build Stockport County's 11. What it may look like. And then we'll do the same for Palace. Because I think we're gonna have differences in opinion on this.
All right, so if you want to build it, we'll go with this formation, or do you want to go with something a little bit different? Maybe 5 at the back.
Is this for County?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah.
All right.
Not too
Who do you
far
want to go?
It's going to be our super Ben Hinchcliffe, who was a truck driver in 2015 when he joined and had to miss the odd Saturday because he had work.
Who would your centre backs be?
So centre back, it's probably going to be Sam Hughes in the middle, I would think. I like this little app. I might get this for myself.
Yeah, we kind of use it all the time. So I actually went to check if they had the Stockport County players on there first.
Yeah, we're not that bad. On the right side of defence is probably going to be Callum Connolly, I would think. I'm guessing none of. I don't think any of these have picked up an injury since we. Not seen yet. Since we played last. Left-sided defence is going to be Ethan Pye. Just search for PYE. It'll probably come up. He's a product of our youth. Yeah. Left wing back could be Rydell or Torre. Let's go with Torre. Probably got a bit more about him defensively.
How would I be?
Touray, Gambian international. Yeah, it'd be Torre. That's it. Right-sided, it could be Noyle or it could be Maka. I'm going to say Kyle Noyle, Knoyle. He's more defensive minded. I'm going defensive. We have got players to swap out those two wing backs that are more attacking, but then obviously that leaves us exposed. In the middle, I think it's probably going to be Callum Camps. and Oliver Norwood, I would think, purely for experience. I mean, he was playing for Sheffield United in the Prem last season, wasn't he?
I'm surprised out of all the people, he's the only one without a picture so far.
There you go. I think sort of in the two beyond that, they're sort of like almost like two number 10s, if you like. We're probably going to play Odin Bailey.
On the right or left?
Left, I would think. Just, yeah, Odin as in the Greek. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There he is. Yeah. He's pretty good from Birmingham. And then Will Collar, Collar. He's the other one. Yeah. And then I'm guessing it's going to be Carl Wotton up front. WOOTTON. Owen. Yeah. There you go. So I think that's going to be the starting lineup, which is the team that started Mansfield, which we did lose, but I think we've got a few injuries, so I think that's going to be that's by no means the strongest team we could put out without injuries. So yeah, I think that's what's going to be.
You mentioned your defeat to Mansfield. Like, what was the reasoning behind that? Is this like a specific area of the field that is always
it was just a good goal, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, it was a bit of a defensive mistake, to be fair. The winner, ours was a good goal. Do you know what? It was Nigel Clough. Well, we all know Brian Clough. That's his son, obviously. He's such a wily manager. He just knows how to play against us. He's got a team full of bloody brick shit houses, to be quite honest, and they just played us. They just played us, and it is proper, like, really, really blood and thunder in League One. So I think that's what it was. Like I say, we've got our best centre half out. We've got Lewis Bate out. Louis Barry's gone back to Villa now. So yeah, we are struggling a bit in terms of real quality.
Interesting. The way you actually described it, but like, okay, my gosh, do we have to make sure we're all right Sunday? Because it'll be such a Palace thing to do to just play poorly.
well, we've done it against teams before. Like, even a few years ago, we did struggle to get past Hartlepool. Yes, it was 2-0, but we didn't make it easy. I think we lost to Cheltenham. I think we lost to Shrewsbury.
Yeah, and Colchester, I think it was, on penalties.
Yeah.
Really?
We've lost to Bristol a few times. So, yeah.
I think it's going
We're pretty rubbish.
I'm starting to get a bit more confident. I'm not going to lie.
To be fair, the best thing you've got against us on Sunday is the fact that we play Leicester away on Wednesday night and West Ham on Saturday away. And they're two really big games for us.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'll go full strength personally. I think he'll be at least 50% changes.
Yeah. Let's try and build the Palace team that we think may start. And just to answer this, big up to Roxanne. The website is called Lineup Builder, and it's lineup-builder.co.uk.
Nice.
I will put it in the chat.
So yeah, Russ, I've sent it to you via X.
Yeah, brilliant. Well. Thank you very much.
No worries.
So I would go Turner in goal.
Agreed.
Mitchell at left back because he's literally our only left back.
He is our only left back.
This is where it gets fun. Because I know Glasner wants to go full strength here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chalobah's
playing. Yeah. Chalobah's definitely playing because he didn't play in the last game.
I think Max gets a rest.
I think Mark in the middle and Riyad on the left. That's what I think.
I think it'll be Mark and Richards.
I think he'll give this a great chance to give Riyad some game time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Mark goes in the middle. But I think it's Richards, though.
I think it'll be a Riyad. Because I think Richards will probably play against West Ham. If Chalobah's playing this game, Richards will probably play against West Ham.
I think they'll. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we outvote you, so I'm gonna go with Rio. I would go Kapora at right.
Yeah, I think it's fair. He's probably not there, is he?
All right, who looks like Kapora?
Try and put.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I was going to put Danny Alves there just for the fans. The midfield.
I think it's Lerma Decore. I don't think we've got the wiggle room to.
What about Vinny Decore?
Yeah.
Ooh, Vinny.
I was thinking. I mean, personally, I was thinking Lerma Kamada.
I think Kamada plays in. I think Kamada plays in the right side of 10.
Okay, if we go Deveni Decore then.
Because I still think Eze plays.
I do as well. I said that on the fan cam last week, actually.
Deveni, there we go. Decore. Are we going? I agree. I think Eze needs confidence. If he's going to score, it has to be in a game like this.
Yeah, I think he'll go Eze, Kamada, and Ketil.
Yeah, bang on. I think that's the same thing, yeah. We'll have a strong bench, you know that, don't we?
Oh yeah, we'll have literally everyone else will be on the bench. Max will be on the bench. Lerma's on the bench.
Yeah, in case they go through.
Yeah, Munoz on the bench. Lerma on the bench. Everyone, Sarr on the bench. Everyone will be there. Even Mattel.
Is that your insurance?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We did it against Plymouth, didn't we? We really struggled against them, and then we bought off all the rubbish, put on Mateta and Eze, and Mateta scored a hat trick in 20 minutes, didn't they?
But yeah, I think if it wasn't for the fact that we've got 3 games in a week, he would have gone flat out full strength.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, if we weren't playing Leicester and our next game was West Ham, we're going full strength.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
But yeah, with the Leicester game on Wednesday, which is massive, and same with the West Ham game. Yeah,
it's funny because I spoke to Kevin Day and he said he thought you'd go full strength. We had a Palace fan on our podcast last night. He said you would go full strength, but I do know you've got obviously the 2 guys. I think you've got Brentford after that as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I personally would be surprised if you went full strength, but I'm being told by everybody that Glasner doesn't do halves, so he wants to win every game.
He doesn't, to be fair.
So I would say this is more of a team that we would like, because I really wouldn't be surprised if you see Glasner going everything at it, even though we have important games.
I mean, to be honest, if you go back to the early rounds of the League Cup, when we were struggling and we was having 3 games a week, he played strong teams, didn't he? In all the League Cup rounds, including Villa midweek, and I think there's QPR midweek we went to in it, and Norwich at home midweek. He did exactly the same thing.
Let me actually have a look at it as well. So we had, who was our first game in the
QPR, wasn't
it? QPR away, yeah. And Ketia scored. That was one of his first games, wasn't it, Max? Wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, so that game against QPR, bearing in mind we played against. Oh, come on, man. I've lost it. Yeah, so bear in mind we played against Man United at home 4 days later, and we played against Leicester in the league 3 days before. So we had another 3-game week. Our team was Henderson, Richards, Mark, Lacroix, Mitchell, Kamada, Lerma, Munoz, Eze, and Ketia Mateta. So we basically went full strength.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the Leicester game before that, it was the same team. And if you look at the Man United game, it was the same team. Okay, yeah, so we're going full strength.
Which is quite nice, really, isn't it? Because it means you're putting some respect on the FA Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
To be fair, I don't think Glasgow's ever taken a cup game easily.
Yeah.
Lightly, yeah. I don't think he has. The only thing that was a hindrance is obviously Adam Wharton's injury from it, because he got overplayed himself, you know. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see. I guess we'll wait. And
If only Franson was fit.
Oh, he'll be getting game time now, won't he?
Oh no, Rich! You know he's in Paris again.
no, what's he doing in the? No, that's when he got injured the last time.
Another groin injury then.
He's with his dad, so hopefully there's no groin injury. Pause.
You naughty guy. Russ, speak to us about like your manager and like, has he had his pre-match conference? Like what was said in those?
Yeah, he's not had his pre-match conference yet. It's usually a Friday afternoon and it comes out Friday night. So we'll know more then who's back. We're expecting players back, to be honest, from injury. We've got quite a few at the moment. Been a bit unlucky. Yeah, he's all right. I mean, you might know him. It's Dave Challoner. Played in. I mean, Chairman should know him. I'm pretty sure.
I think he didn't have the longest throw in football.
There you go. Yeah, so he was. He did. He had a world record. The world record for the longest throw.
That's right. I do remember him. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. So he's played not at the highest level. Clint Hill has, obviously, but Challoner's not played at the highest level, but he has been to a League Cup final, and they're both centre half, so they know the stuff defensively. He's a really good manager. To be honest, he's probably going to outgrow County at some point. I can see him going up the leagues into the Championship, possibly, maybe, you know, having a crack at the Premier League with somebody. But that's fine. You know, he's served his purpose for us. We really like him, and if you hear a pre-match or a post-match interview with him, he doesn't mince his words. He's very honest, very direct, but doesn't give too much away either. So, you know, and he doesn't fist pump or anything like that. You know, at the end of matches, he's quite calm, and we like him. He's got the highest percentage win for us ever of all our managers that we've ever had. So, we're really, really pleased with him.
Really good, actually.
That's good. Actually, I've got a question. Sorry, Rich, don't mind me asking about.
No, go on.
You know, obviously, you got relegated to the National League at one point, didn't you? Which has probably got to be the worst thing in the world. But in hindsight, you've come back so much stronger now. Do you think that maybe that one step down in the long run has actually been a better thing for you, for the club? Because now you've got better investment now, and you flew through League Two, and you're doing really well in League One.
Yeah, well, we didn't go down just to the National League, Chairman. We went down to the National League North.
Really?
Yeah, we spent 6 years in semi-professional regional football, and that was tough. So I was part of the fans group that was campaigning for the shareholders at the time to get out, and we were part of the fans group that was, you know, campaigning and putting money in buckets and standing outside handing leaflets out and all this kind of stuff, being called a trouble causer for my efforts. So we did a lot of work within that 6 years to get rid of the existing shareholders and all that kind of stuff, and really try and clear the decks. And what we could have done, we could have easily done a Bury or a Macclesfield, or, you know, any of the other clubs that you could name that completely went out of business and started at the bottom. But we kept the club breathing. We slapped an asset of community value onto the pitch, onto the ground. So what that means is that if anybody wanted to come and purchase the ground and put houses on it and flatten it, then they had to consult our group first, you know, our supporters co-op. And that's still in existence now. That's been going 10 years. So I'm quite proud of that. And what that all did was led to, because we cleared the decks, our current owner, Mark Stott, his process for taking over the club and investing in it, which he's invested 20 million quid in so far. Wow. It gave him the green light to say, right, this club is now investable. There's no debt associated to the club. That's all been cleared. We were running on a shoestring. We were putting money into a bucket for the manager then to sign players, basically for players' wages, you know, to buy extra players. And then in 2020, we got our sort of reward, if you like. We got our investment that came in the National League. We had to buy ourselves out of the National League before Wrexham did. Otherwise, we might have been stuck there. A few years more, and then then the plan started. We started to work our way up. So yeah, it's all good.
That's excellent.
What
And I
was
think,
go on.
Sorry, no, I was going to say, and I think the crowds have really held up as well, haven't they?
That was going to be my question. Like, how were the crowds during that time? Yeah.
So even when we went down to National League North on a good day, we were probably getting 3,000, which I know doesn't sound a lot, but it is. I interviewed players at the time because my podcast has been going 10 years. I interviewed players at the time, and I remember I've listened back to it, and I've saying to players, "What's it like to play in front of 3,000?" And they're going, "Oh, it's brilliant," because these are painters and decorators. Genuinely, it was a part-time job for them, training Tuesdays and Thursday nights on a school pitch, on an AstroTurf. So to get what we're getting now is just brilliant. And if you think we've got United and City on our doorstep, and in Stockport's quite a big place. People probably don't realise there's 300,000 people in Stockport, and they all get swept up by United and City. I mean, and that's understandable because they're the big clubs. But what we want to do is make it attractive to come to County. You can come for cheap. It's not Ineos and Radcliffe charging 66 quid. It's not Sheikh Mansour charging whatever they charge. It's local football. It's affordable, and you can get a ticket basically. And we've done well with that. And the crowds are reflective of that. We've had the last two matches we've had have been 10,000 plus, and the plans are to get it up to 18,000 if we're sustainable in the Championship.
I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, but this is what football's all about, isn't it? You've gone from 6 years in a league below the non-league to going to a Premiership club away and taking nearly 4,000 fans there. It's incredible,
unbelievable,
isn't it, really?
Yeah. And to be fair, if there's anything like what it was like when it was Hartlepool that came to us in the FA Cup,
and it was Grimsby as well. Grimsby had a really good turnout, didn't they?
Yeah. Like the occasion, like we spoke to Hartlepool fans after the game, and they were like, "Thank you so much. Like, you made us feel welcome." Like, I hope it's that experience for you as well, minus the result. Fair. And such. You know what? I'll ask you the dreaded question then, Russ. What's your score prediction?
So we get asked this quite a lot. I mean, I think ultimately it's going to be a disappointing day for us in terms of the score. I think you're going to be too strong for us. I hope I'm going to get surprised by that. I'm going to say, because there's no replays, is there? Because the big six have scrapped that, haven't they? Yeah, I say big six. One of them's in 14th at the moment, aren't they? Knobheads. So, with my heart, I'm going to say let's hope that we get a 1-1 draw and we take it to. Is it extra times and penalties, or is it just penalties?
It's definitely penalties, and I think it might well be extra time. Actually, the League Cup was straight to penalties, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, actually.
So my heart's saying, if there's all the planets align and we come up and we do we could even do a giant killing, who knows? But in my heart says, let's go for a 1-1 draw. My head says realistically, if a 3-1 perhaps, if you've got insurance off the bench, if Eze plays, I mean, I'm a massive fan of Eze. I think he's brilliant. So if he plays, he'll knock our socks off, I'm sure, if he turns up. So heart 1-1, head 3-1 defeat. I'd be happy if we score. I mean, you'll hear us if we score. You'll hear us if we don't, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Chairman, do you have a score prediction?
I think it's quite difficult because we don't really batter anyone. Saying that, though,
that's a good point.
No, we don't. But we did batter Norwich, didn't we? Beating 4-0.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be. I think I'm going to go with 3-1. I think it'll be 2-1.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Halfway through the second half, Glasgow will have a bit of a panic. Bring on about 3 of the big name players, score another one, and then we'll settle down again. It's not going to be a 4-5. It's definitely not going to be that. I'm going to go for 3-1 Palace.
JC?
I'm going for the fact that I think that we've got so much depth at the back that we're going to have such a strong back line, and also we know this already. Mitchell is literally our only left back, so we're playing our starting left back as well. And to be fair, Kapora didn't disgrace himself against Arsenal, but I'm going to say 2-0 to Palace.
Yeah, for me, I've gone 3-1 Palace. I think it might go 3-0 first, and then Stockport will score, but they will still make mad noise with that with that goal. So yeah, I'll go 3-1. Jason, let's run through the remainder of the comments. Then we'll give Russ a chance to promote his channel, and then we'll wrap up.
Cool. What's the app name? We put it in the chat below. This is Glasner era Palace, so it's different. Derby 2018 as well when we lost.
Yeah.
Animal saying Mitchell can't play. Why is that? I don't think he's injured.
I think he might be alluding to the fact that he needs a rest.
But he's always needed a rest. But he's great. Injuries are Francois Wharton, Hughes, Franco Ume, Rob Holden. Yeah, he'll play.
It's not suspended either. It's a 9 of.
No.
He don't get booked, does he, to get suspended?
Yeah,
He didn't get sent off last year.
The dog saying Deveni. We've got 3 games this week. Boom Boom will be rested. Oh yeah, if he scores.
Who's Boom Boom, by the way? Just a minute.
If Mateta scores, I will say to fans that do not know, try not to cringe. Try not to cringe. If after this is done, if you go on the internet and type in Mateta Boom Boom Boom, then you'll understand.
Right,
So,
I'll do it.
If it happens, try not to cringe in the stadium.
There's also a song for Eze too, as well, if he scores. So bear that in mind.
All right.
So you might as well join in.
You don't play goal music, do you? Do you play goal music?
Only after certain goal scorers. That's what we'll say.
Oh, okay, right. Okay.
Well, technically, we do it because we play, let's say, Jean-Philippe Mateta. I'm feeling to declare the law. That's our traditional.
Yeah, I
song.
guess so.
Right.
But that's like our song, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
But yeah, the actual music, yeah. I don't know why we do it, but it rattles the way.
Oh, it is.
It's actually funny.
Yeah, when which one was it? It was a Newcastle one.
Newcastle
They
hates
were
it.
rattled. Big up Tim saying need a break from a dreadful day at work. Hope this
man.
weekend is a fun one for us. Need another cup run.
We do. Big up Tim. No.
100% big up Tim.
Always, yeah.
Big up Damo. Do you know how many tickets Stockport have taken? 3,700. The North do pies the
Correct.
best. Is this true?
Correct. Yeah. Go. We do as well. Go on. If you go on Footy Scran, we're all over Footy Scran at the moment, and over Christmas we did Christmas dinner in a cup, which got national attention for some reason.
I saw that.
Yeah.
On social media.
Yeah.
You got like Christmas dinner and gravy in a cup.
Yeah.
It looked really nice.
Yeah. If you love gravy, I know you lads don't, but you know.
Hey.
Well, my friend, Tasty Jerk is for you.
Oh yes. Yes.
So there's literally outside the stadium. There's a place called Tasty Jerk. They do amazing jerk chicken, and that's like the food of the area. So
you'll see a massive queue for it.
Yeah, when you see the white smoke blowing out the top of it, polluting the air.
It's not the Pope coming, is it? Yeah.
And what's your spice tolerance?
Pretty high, to be fair. I'm not too bad.
Good.
I'm not too bad.
You're
Yeah.
You're all good then. You're all good.
Yeah.
So it's next to the Sainsbury's petrol station called Thirsty.
Right. We're due to get in early, so I'll go and check it out.
I might get some myself.
Do we already? Yeah. If you go back a little bit, we will talk about. We spoke about Teo a little bit, but general consensus
pretty much
played well, but injuries got in the way.
And he had one game.
Yeah. He also got polaxed in a preseason game, if I remember correctly, as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I can't remember who he was playing for, but it was a nasty challenge. Like there was outrage.
Got 3 games a week with Mitchell firing. When is Mitchell firing? If JC gives Eze some Ray, he'll score 3. I don't know why everyone thinks that the Ray that I drink is different to everyone else's. The dog saying thanks for coming on, Russ. Can't wait to meet Rich. Oh yeah, you haven't met Pat yet, have you?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
And the dog saying Lewis Travis with angry faces. Why would that be?
Lewis Travis, is he the lad who used to play for Blackburn, or does he still play for Blackburn?
I got no
Who's
idea.
Lewis Travis?
Oh, that might be. You said the person that poleaxed Teo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, we roundly booed him when he came back because we played Blackburn in the cup a few weeks later, and obviously he'd done Teo, didn't he? So yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was a disgrace. Yeah.
Monty loves chips and gravy.
Yeah, it's good.
That's the last one.
No animal. I don't. We need to get rid of Schlupp.
Somebody wants them on loan, didn't they?
Blackburn.
Blackburn. Take him.
Exactly.
For free. To be fair, I think in the right team, I think he could do a job in the Championship.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he'd let it done.
But you need to get him on a diet.
Oh, massively.
Seriously, he looked like Origi at Forest. It was bad. Origi at Forest, Willian at Fulham. No, Willian at Arsenal. He had a belly at Arsenal, didn't he?
Yeah. Honestly. Russ, please let everyone know where they can find you.
You can find us at www. Do people still say that? scarfbagarawar.co.uk. We have been going for 10 years, started in the National League North. We've been award nominated. We appear on BBC Radio Manchester and we get asked to do loads of media stuff. We're a proper podcast. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, iTunes, all podcast players. Yeah, come and check us out. There's an interview with Kevin Day on our channel at the moment. I'm assuming you all know who Kevin Day is. Price of Football podcast. Yeah,
comedian,
yeah. So yeah, I had the pleasure of chatting with him for just over an hour earlier in late last week, which was really good. So go and check that out on my channel. Yeah, happy days.
No, appreciate you.
Yeah, JC, he's got the same on-air sign you have.
Oh yeah.
In the background.
Yeah, where's your one gone?
It's where Chairman is.
Russ, really appreciate your time. It's nice to hear from a genuine football fan, you know. So, no, thank you for.
I just want to say, Rich. Fair play. I've driven to Stockport. I've been there. I went to that game we won 1-0 with Freeman in 2001, and it is a damn long way. I remember that. So
you mean the handball game? Is that one? The handball game? Is that what? The handball game? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah.
That's right. When Hopkins accidentally pushed the ball with his hand off the centre half head. But yeah, it's a long way. For 3,700 coming down on a Sunday is a massive achievement. It really is.
Leave with plenty of time because we'd never know if there's temp lights.
No, stadium. Honestly, right. My coach sets off at 7:00 on Sunday, and apparently there's no trains or something. So,
shock.
We're all coming. We're all descending onto Southeast London.
It only happens when there's a Palace game. Let's just sack off the trains.
Nightmare, absolute nightmare.
It's a joke. Guys, big up. We'll be down on the game on Sunday. Russ, you'll be down as well, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Been invited to the Parsons Arms actually, which I don't know, which is somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's a Palace pub sort of on the other side of the ground. It's a bit from when the coaches drop you off though. That's a good 10-15 minute walk though.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm fit and healthy. It'll do.
What time is your coach leaving?
Well, like I say, the coach is leaving at 7:00 in the morning.
No, I mean leaving Sellers Park.
Well, it depends if we go to extra time or not, doesn't it, Rich?
Also, they leave immediately?
Pretty much, yes. Well, as soon as it's full, it gets out of there. Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah. We do fan cams afterwards, but if you ain't got time, don't worry about that. If you leave it straight away.
Yeah, it's probably. I'd love to do it, but I'll probably miss my coach. So
I don't want that for you. It'll be a very expensive Uber. And, but listen, all the best, obviously, for Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the time down. You said you're coming with your boy as well?
No worries.
JC, chairman, up the Palace.
Eagles.
Always up the palace.
Eagles.